In this video, I'm going to walk through how you can start earning 10K per month by selling leads to businesses, and you can do it remotely and in your spare time. I apologize, I've just realized just how filthy these windows are. That's the problem living in Dubai. We've actually got about 5 guys dangling from ropes above us cleaning the windows, but they only get cleaned like every 6 months. So I apologize that the nice view that is meant to be is not quite so clean. Anyway, getting to 10K per month can either be very straightforward or very, very difficult, depending on the business model that you choose. Warren Buffett has a quote that I really like. It doesn't matter how hard you row, it matters what boat you're in. And I think that is so true. Basically, making 10K per month in one business model can be really difficult to do. And it doesn't matter how hard you try, it's just going to be very difficult. Keeping in the same kind of nautical language, if you were to jump ship and be in a different boat, it could be very, very easy. And the opportunity that I'm going to walk you through in this video is, in my opinion, probably the easiest way to get to 10K per month and beyond. Working remotely, working online, and not being chained to your desk. I run the exact same business model that I'm about to explain. I do over 100K per month and I work less than 1 hour each day in my business. And so that goes to show to you the amount of scale that you can get and how hands-off this business model can be. So how can you sell leads to businesses and make at least 10K per month? First off, the most overlooked thing, and the thing that is going to really keep the brakes on the growth of yourself, your personal growth, your business, is how you're generating leads. So this whole concept is about selling leads to businesses. Every business owner wants leads. Every business owner needs leads. Finding businesses that want leads and need leads and are willing to pay for leads is very simple and straightforward. They are everywhere. Signing these businesses to pay you per lead is a different story. It can be a lot more difficult, but it is a relatively straightforward thing to do if you know how. And I'm going to share with you exactly how right now. It is not about the words that you say on a sales call. It is not about the words that you say at any point, really. What it is about is making sure that you find leads using the correct methods. Let me give you an example of 2 people that are trying to sign the same client and they're selling the same thing. They're selling leads. So that could be, a name, an email, a phone number. It could be an actual scheduled call. We'll just keep the term relatively vague at this stage. So they're both selling leads. We've got person 1 and person 2. Now, person 1 says, yep, I'll sell you a lead for $200. And the business owner says, okay, that sounds reasonable. And that's just an arbitrary number. It could be whatever. It could be $50. It could be $200. It could be $2,000. For this scenario, this example, it doesn't matter. It's $200 for a lead. Okay, that sounds good. How do you generate the leads? We do paid ads. Okay, cool. So I'm going to charge you $200 per lead, and I also need you to spend X amount of money on paid ads, $5,000 per month. So you're going to be responsible for your own ad spend, Mr. Client, and then I'm going to run your ads for you. And then in order to incentivize me, I'm not going to charge you a flat fee or anything. I'm just going to charge you $200 for every lead that I generate. So you've got to cover the cost per lead of $200 plus the ad spend to generate that lead in the first place, which might be, I don't know, say $50. So now they're spending $250 per lead. And so the business owner is thinking, well, I've now got to spend at least 5K in ad spend in order to work with this person. Now, second person, they say, we'll charge you $200 per lead. Business owner says, okay. But the way that we do it is through cold email. And they say, okay, how does that work? Well, we need you to purchase some domains, purchase some email addresses, subscribe to a couple of softwares, and it's going to be a few $100s each month. Okay, so basically a negligible amount of money each month to be able to operate cold emails. So therefore, from the client's perspective, it is pretty much risk-free. So there's no real cost to the client, and they simply pay based off the results that you provide. That has always been a big challenge for most people, is actually signing clients, because you don't necessarily have any case studies, any testimonials, any previous results, anything like that. So signing clients can be quite difficult. Signing your first few clients, especially difficult. But when you position your business model, like Warren Buffett said, it doesn't matter how fast you row, it matters what boat you're in. As long as you're in the right boat and you're offering the right service, selling leads via cold email, it makes signing clients really easy because you don't need previous results. Some of our students can sign 5 to 10 new clients in their very first month, which is mind-boggling in the vast majority of businesses, but it's because most people, they climb into the wrong boat when they start their business. So that's the issue of signing clients ticked off. We're able to sign clients because we are offering a very low downside, high upside offering. Now, the next question is, how do we get paid? We want to be earning 10K per month, really at a minimum. How do we do just that? Well, let's look at the maths. Let's say, for example, you sign clients and you charge $200 per lead, per sales call, whatever it may be. You charge $200. To get to 10K per month, we're going to need to generate 50 leads or calls. 50 times 200 is 10,000. So that's what we're going to need to be able to do, is generate 50 leads. Now, that 50 leads can be solely for one client. It can be spread out across multiple clients. Again, for this example, doesn't really matter. We need to generate 50 leads. Well, maybe we don't know how to. So that's where the next bottleneck comes in, is like, okay, well, now I've got these clients. How do I actually do it? Well, here's my counter argument to that objection. You do know how to do it. And the reason you know how to do it is because you've already signed a client. So the moment that you sign a client, you now know how to do it. Therefore, you can do it for others because you've just done it for yourself. So it's a self-fulfilling thing. Every client you sign, you show yourself and you show that client that I can actually deliver results. That's the first kind of rebuttal to that argument, is that you can do it because you've done it yourself. But maybe you are working a 9 to 5. Maybe you're at university or at college, or maybe you don't have the time basically to do it yourself just yet. Maybe you want to get to 10K per month before you step away from your 9 to 5 job. How are you going to be able to do that? How are you going to be able to bridge that gap? That's a bit of a problem. And it's a relatively, well, we've solved it not only for ourselves, but for our students as well. And let me explain how. So in the example I gave previously, we have to generate 50 leads in order to get to 10K per month. Well, what we can actually do is partner up with people that already have the skills, they have the time, they have the knowledge, they have the ability basically to generate leads on your behalf for your clients. So for all intents and purposes, your clients think that you're generating the leads, but actually somebody else over here is generating the leads for you. Now, instead of having to generate 50 leads in order to hit 10K per month, you now need to hit 100 leads to get to 10K per month, because you're probably going to have to share the profit with the person generating the leads for you, which is not a problem. Generating 100 leads in a month is not that difficult to do. You only need a handful of clients to do that. So you can actually use the skills of others to help you. And this is how you're able to gain massive leverage. And leverage is really important in business. You can gain time leverage and allow others to deliver the services for you. And when you do that, you basically go from owning a job, which is what a lot of business owners do, is they own a job. And you can go from owning a job to actually owning a business. Owning a business, and a business is something that can run without you. It's something that can grow without you. It's a way that you can earn money without having to trade your hours for that income. So my income is not directly correlated to the amount of hours that I work. Sometimes I'll go on holiday for 2 weeks and not really work and get paid just as much as other times when I work, full 8-hour days. So it's not really in direct correlation. And that's what you want. You don't want to be trading your hours for money, because there's only so many hours in a day. You can get the freedom of being able to work from anywhere in the world because it's all online. You get the freedom of being able to do the things that you want to do because you're not the one tied to your desk, basically delivering the service. So you can deliver the service if you want, but you don't have to. Now, you might be thinking, well, where do I find these people? Where do I find these experts? And if I find them, why aren't they working with the clients already? Why are they not doing it themselves? Well, that's like saying, why doesn't every chef own their own restaurant? It's like saying, why doesn't every taxi driver own their own taxi company? And so on and so on. Not everybody wants to. Not everybody has the softer skills that are required to grow a business and sign clients. Sometimes they just want to have, an old-fashioned way of earning an income. So how can you find these people? Well, there's the likes of Upwork, there's the likes of Fiverr, and all these kind of job platforms. What we personally do for ourselves and for our students is we have a pool of trained, certified lead generation experts that know how to generate leads through cold email, because we have taught them, we've trained them, they've been through our training programs, and they have learned what they need to do in order to be able to generate results for ourselves, for our own company, and for our students as well. And so for anybody that works with us, all of our students get access to the pool of people that we have trained and certified that can do the actual client work on your behalf. This is exactly how you can go from having zero skill, zero knowledge, zero previous experience in this business, all the way to 10K per month and much, much beyond. And as I say, or as Warren Buffett says, more importantly, doesn't matter how hard you row, it matters what boat you're in. And if you want to make sure that you're in the right boat when you start your business, then I've put together a free training video that walks through the business model in a bit more detail. It's called the lead arbitrage system. Basically, you charge, say, $200 for a lead, you pay somebody else $100 to generate it, and you keep the profit. Arbitrage. It's called a lead arbitrage system. I explain how the entire process works. I break down how you sign clients, how you get paid by clients, how you pay other people, how you find them, and everything in between. So go take a look at that training. Let me know what you think. Any questions, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.